On Monday, the 27th of January, the last Monday of January and one of many to come, Princess Eugenie of York has decided to wholeheartedly support Prince Harry in a crucial and explosive moment. This act demonstrates the bravery of Princess Eugenie, daughter of Duchess Sarah of York, and Prince Andrew, brother of King Charles III. Consequently, Eugenie is Prince William's cousin. This situation unfolded today, the 27th of January, and we bring it to you firsthand. Let's analyze what happened next. The relationship between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Princess Eugenie could result in more family gatherings in the future, as royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams affirmed. The recent purchase of a vacation home in Portugal by Harry and Meghan could mean more public appearances with their children Archie and Lilibet, as well as with Eugenie's children. Fitzwilliams highlighted the importance of this purchase, as Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank also spend time in Portugal and London. He added that the close bond between Eugenie and Harry has raised questions about whether the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will decide to show their children alongside Eugenie and her family. This event has been betrayed to Queen Camilla Parker Bowles, in an act that demonstrates Princess Eugenie's bravery and unconditional support for Prince Harry. We immediately connect with our newsroom to tell us how this princess has betrayed Queen Camilla Parker Bowles herself. We listen. Thank you for this contact in our newsroom. We continue to receive the latest from the famous, as it appears indicated on the digital portal Express.Company UK. The acquisition of a house in Portugal could cause a great stir, as mentioned by Fitzwilliams. This indicates that the royal couple has a plan, and we will learn about their future developments over time. This news comes after a critical article, Vanity Fair, with accusations from former employees of Archewell, the foundation of Harry and Meghan. Next, our colleague Orlando will provide more details about this situation. To conclude, I leave you with an important question. Do you think it is easy to manage the pressure of maintaining close family relationships while facing constant public attention and scrutiny? We know that the current situation with the English royal family has not been easy, especially after it was confirmed that Prince Harry might return to England in the coming weeks. It is said that he would seek to have a more active role within the royal family. It is worth noting that one of the people who most supports his return, as we have seen, is Princess Eugenie of York, who has a fundamental and very direct role in Harry's return. Despite the fact that Queen Camilla Parker Bowles is reportedly annoyed by this situation, and supposedly there are those who suggest that she might feel betrayed by her husband's niece, King Charles III, but let's be clear, on whose side will Eugenie position herself? On the side of her cousin, who is like a brother to her, or on the side of Queen Camilla, whom she barely knows? I think it is obvious that, from that moment and this reasoning, she will always be on the side of Prince Harry, who has never done anything against her or her parents. Therefore, will Queen Camilla publicly label the daughter of Prince Andrew and the Duchess of York a traitor? Or will she have to stay quiet to avoid more problems with King Charles III? Let me know your opinion. Stay tuned, as we will continue to inform you in the comments section. Here, in your reliable news source, you will be kept informed of everything. The walls of Buckingham Palace have witnessed countless royal dramas, but none like this. Reportedly, Prince George, the young heir to the throne, stood face to face with Queen Consort Camilla, at a moment that left the royal family reeling. His words were sharp and direct. "I am warning you," he said, signaling a rare display of defiance from the future king. As tensions simmer beneath the surface of the monarchy, this encounter highlights the intricate relationships within the House of Windsor, and the stakes have never been higher. The dynamics of the royal family and George's position in the palace as the eldest son of Prince William and Catherine play a unique and crucial role within the royal family. At just 10 years old, he is already being prepared for the immense responsibilities that come with his future position as king. Although his childhood is carefully shielded from public scrutiny, his education in royal protocol and duties is quietly carried out behind the palace walls. This foundation not only prepares him for the crown but also influences his relationships with key family members, including his grandfather King Charles III and his grandmother Camilla. From an early age, George has been immersed in the traditions and expectations of royal life. His parents are committed to finding a balance between normalcy and preparation, ensuring that George understands his unique place in the monarchy. Indeed, he is no stranger to formal events. Young George often appears alongside his siblings during public engagements. These moments, though polished and choreographed for the cameras, suggest a careful upbringing that emphasizes respect for royal traditions while fostering a sense of individuality. King Charles III is a central figure in George's life. Charles has taken an active interest in guiding George through the complexities of royal duty. They share moments of warmth, with Charles delighting in and sharing his passion for history and environmentalism with his grandson. These shared interests have helped to forge a bond rooted in legacy and continuity. However, as George grows older, his awareness of the challenges Carlos has faced both as a father and a monarch adds a layer of complexity to their relationship. George is beginning to see his grandfather not just as a king, but also as a man who has endured decades of scrutiny and family tension. The relationship between George and Camilla, however, is markedly different. Queen consort Camilla has carved out her role in the royal family, but her presence has always been a delicate issue for George. The shadow of his late grandmother, Princess Diana, looms large. Diana's legacy remains a significant part of the family narrative and is shaping George's understanding of royal history and the dynamics within the household. Camilla's integration into the family, although largely accepted by the public, has inevitably created moments of tension, especially as George becomes more aware of past controversies. Observers note that George's interactions with Camilla are outwardly respectful but often carry a reserved formality. This distance reflects a deeper undercurrent of unease, influenced by his growing awareness of the complexities surrounding his family's past. Although Camilla has tried to bridge this gap, her efforts are met with a mix of appreciation and silent skepticism from the young prince. George's position in the palace is unique not only because of his title but also because of the changing dynamics around him. As he matures, he is becoming increasingly aware of his role as a unifying figure in a family often characterized by its divisions. His relationships with Carlos and Camilla are shaped both by personal affection and the weight of expectation that accompanies his future as king. Each interaction, whether warm or tense, contributes to his understanding of leadership, responsibility, and the balance between duty and personal conviction. The growing awareness of the young prince of these dynamics sets the stage for moments of affirmation as he begins to navigate his future role. The fine line between respecting tradition and forging his own identity within the royal family, this journey is one of silent evolution marked both by the guidance of his family and the tacit pressures of his position. It is in this context that George's confrontation with Camilla takes on its meaning, a moment that reflects not only personal tension but also the broader change within the monarchy. As George assumes his role, his actions are closely watched and already hint at the future direction of the royal family under his leadership. The origin of the tension between George and Camilla, the tension between Prince George and Queen consort Camilla, is rooted in a web of historical and familial complexities that continue to shape their relationship. For George, the legacy of his late grandmother casts a long shadow over the dynamics within the royal family. As he grows and gains a clearer understanding of his family's past, the narratives surrounding Diana's life and Camilla's role in royal history have undoubtedly influenced his perspective. Camilla's integration into the royal family was far from smooth. Initially, she was vilified by the media and the public for her role in Charles and Diana's tumultuous marriage. Her eventual acceptance was difficult, but over time she has worked to establish herself as a stabilizing presence in the royal family, taking on causes related to domestic violence, literacy, and health. Her resilience and commitment to duty have earned her respect, but her position remains delicate, especially in the context of Diana's enduring legacy. For George, Camilla's presence represents a complex juxtaposition of past and present. Diana, although she passed away long before Jorge was born, is a significant figure in his life. Her legacy is deeply rooted in the identity of the royal family, and her humanitarian work and charisma continue to resonate both publicly and privately. Stories about Diana shared by Prince William and other family members have painted her as a loving mother and a figure of immense compassion. These narratives have shaped Jorge's perception of her as a vital part of his family's history. As Jorge matures, he has begun to understand the nuanced relationships within the family, including the tension that once existed between Diana and Camilla. Although his parents have worked to foster an environment of unity and respect within the family, it is inevitable that Jorge, as a curious and reflective young prince, questions the dynamics that shaped his grandparents' relationship. This growing awareness has undoubtedly influenced his interactions with Camilla and has created an underlying current of discomfort, despite the outward appearance of harmony. Camilla's role in the family has also evolved over time and has influenced her relationship with Jorge. As queen consort, she holds a prominent position that demands both public visibility and family diplomacy. Her efforts to build bridges within the family have included reaching out to Jorge and his siblings to ensure they feel supported in their royal duties. However, these efforts are complicated by the persistent narrative surrounding Diana. For Jorge, Camilla's position as queen consort may feel like a tacit challenge to Diana's legacy. Moreover, the generational gap between Jorge and Camilla adds another layer of complexity. Jorge is growing up in an era of greater transparency and media scrutiny, and he has a different perspective on the monarchy's role in society.